Hi, Captain Alpha. It's great to see you again. How have you been?
Hello, Susanna. I've been well, thank you. How about you?
I've been good, but I've been thinking a lot about social media lately. It seems like it's becoming more of a distraction than ever. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Social media is a double-edged sword, Susanna. On one hand, it connects us with people and information like never before. On the other hand, it can be incredibly distracting and even detrimental to our well-being. Where would you like to start?
Let's start with the nature of the distractions. Why do you think social media is so distracting?
Social media is designed to be engaging and keep us hooked. Features like endless scrolling, notifications, and personalized content keep us constantly checking our devices. The platforms use sophisticated algorithms to show us content that we're likely to find interesting or emotionally engaging, making it hard to put our phones down.
That makes sense. I often find myself losing track of time when I'm on social media. It's like I can't stop scrolling. How does this constant distraction impact our daily lives?
The constant distraction can have several negative effects on our daily lives. It can reduce our productivity by interrupting our focus and making it difficult to concentrate on tasks. It can also affect our mental health by increasing feelings of anxiety, stress, and inadequacy, especially when we compare ourselves to others online.
I've definitely felt more stressed and anxious because of social media. How does it impact our relationships with others?
Social media can both connect and disconnect us. While it allows us to stay in touch with friends and family, it can also lead to superficial interactions and a sense of loneliness. When we're constantly on our devices, we may neglect face-to-face interactions and meaningful conversations with the people around us.
I've noticed that too. Sometimes I feel like I'm more connected to my phone than to the people around me. How can we manage or reduce these distractions?
There are several strategies to manage social media distractions. One effective approach is setting boundaries, such as designated times for checking social media and limiting overall usage. You can also use apps that track your screen time and set limits on certain apps. Another strategy is to turn off non-essential notifications to reduce the constant interruptions.
Setting boundaries sounds like a good idea. I've tried tracking my screen time before, but I always end up ignoring the limits I set. Any tips on staying disciplined?
Staying disciplined requires a combination of self-awareness and motivation. Start by setting realistic goals and gradually reducing your social media usage. Find alternative activities that you enjoy and that can replace the time you spend on social media. It's also helpful to reflect on how social media affects your well-being and productivity, which can motivate you to stick to your goals.
That's good advice. I think finding alternative activities will help. What about the content we consume? How does that play into the distractions?
The content we consume can greatly influence our level of distraction. Content that is sensational, emotionally charged, or highly engaging can be particularly distracting. It's important to be mindful of the type of content we engage with and how it makes us feel. Curating your feed to include more positive, educational, and meaningful content can help reduce the negative impact.
I've noticed that certain types of content make me feel worse. How can we create a healthier relationship with social media?
Creating a healthier relationship with social media involves being intentional and mindful about how and why you use it. Focus on using social media for specific purposes, such as staying informed or connecting with loved ones, rather than mindlessly scrolling. Take regular breaks to disconnect and engage in offline activities that bring you joy and fulfillment.
That sounds like a good plan. What about the impact on our attention span? I've read that social media can shorten our attention span. Is that true?
Yes, there is evidence to suggest that social media can contribute to shorter attention spans. The rapid pace of information and constant switching between different types of content can make it harder for us to focus on one task for an extended period. Training our brains to focus on longer-form content and single tasks can help counteract this effect.
It's worrying to think that social media could be affecting my attention span. How can we improve our focus and attention in the age of social media?
Improving focus and attention requires deliberate practice and habits. Try techniques like time blocking, where you dedicate specific periods to focused work without distractions. Mindfulness and meditation can also help improve concentration and awareness. Additionally, creating a distraction-free environment and taking regular breaks to rest your mind can enhance your ability to focus.
I'll definitely try those techniques. What about younger generations who are growing up with social media? How can we help them manage these distractions?
It's important to educate younger generations about the potential distractions and impacts of social media. Encourage them to develop healthy habits and set boundaries early on. Providing alternative activities and fostering a balanced approach to technology use can help them develop a healthier relationship with social media. Leading by example is also crucial.
That's a great point. We need to guide them towards better habits. Are there any benefits to social media that we should keep in mind?
Absolutely. Social media has many benefits when used mindfully. It can facilitate connections with people around the world, provide access to valuable information and resources, and offer platforms for self-expression and creativity. The key is to leverage these benefits while managing the potential distractions and negative impacts.
It's good to remember that there are positives as well. How can we find a balance between the benefits and the distractions of social media?
Finding balance involves intentionality and moderation. Be clear about your goals for using social media and regularly evaluate whether it aligns with your values and enhances your life. Set boundaries to prevent overuse and make time for offline activities that contribute to your well-being. Balance is about integrating social media into your life in a way that supports your overall goals and happiness.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Captain Alpha, for sharing your insights. I've learned so much about managing social media distractions.
You're welcome, Susanna. Remember, social media is a tool that can be used positively or negatively. By being mindful and intentional, you can create a healthier and more balanced relationship with it.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thanks again for the conversation.
Anytime, Susanna. Take care and stay mindful.